Okay, so as I said, expansion of fiscal policy by the government. So that means, what is fiscal policy? Means taxes, So increases of sudden increases of taxes by by to the commoners is also a very big problem, because expansion of fiscal policy will also affect, because as I said, what is happening, the salary is the same, but increasing of taxes means spending of more of money and spending to the government also, and giving up the government. So then what happens is the prices are also increasing, because with that little bit of amount you have to cope up with all these things. So yes, this is the fifth problem, which is the causes of inflation. Now let us see something, and let us do a drawing where we can see the demand and supply factors, which can be subdivided into the following other factors. Okay, so let us see how the demand and supply factors also affect the inflation. Okay, so just let me clear this. So let me write down here: demand and supply factors can be further subdivided into the following. So this is very important. Okay, so first is, as I said, let us draw here. Okay, and let us write the causes here first. Okay, so first is increase in money supply by RBI, then increase in the government expenditure. So this is the next cause. So we'll keep on drawing this so that then sudden increase in wages, because if wages increase, then again the price of the product also increases. So increase in wages. Yes, what about raw materials? Yes, increase in raw materials. Okay, then increase in import prices. So import prices are also very important. Like, I'll give you example of crude oil. So whenever there's a petroleum hike, that is a problem. Okay, and then the next point and the last point is increase in the profit. So if the firms want to increase their profits, so they also increase the prices. So that will also hamper the the causes, or these are the sub factors which are further divided into following. That is increase in money supply of RBI. Okay, so this is the one. Then increase in the government expenditure, increase in wages, increase in raw materials, increase in import prices, example crude oil, and increase in profits of the firm. So this is further divided, as I said, supply and demand factors can be further subdivided into the following. So these are also very, very important points which we have to remember, which is also causing the inflation. Okay, so now let us go, but as I said, there are the most two important factors of inflation which I told you. So let me write down here the most two important causes of inflation is first demand pull, and second is cost push. Okay, so we will take one by one. Let us now study more about the demand pull. So I will study first. Okay, so as I said also, the demand pull is mainly due to the increase in the aggregate demand. Okay, so now what is this? So let me write down here. Okay, so demand pull is mainly due to the aggregate demand. Okay, so what do you mean by aggregate demand? So let me write down here: aggregate demand increase mainly comes from either increase in government expenditure. So basically aggregate demand comes only when government expenditure, like fiscal policy, or when fiscal policy is used, or sometimes there can also be or increase in expenditure from households and firms. So as I said that the increase in the aggregate demand mainly comes from either increase in the government expenditure, that is the expansionary fiscal policy, or by an increase in expenditure from the household and firm. So there are two aspects through which you can see that there is an increase in aggregate demand. Okay, so now we will see the root cause. Okay, the root cause of demand pull. Okay, so the root cause, so that is a root cause, because in everything has a root cause. So the root cause of demand pull inflations, that is aggregate, let me write it in a ratio form or in an equation. Aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply. So yes, this is what it is. So now this simply means that the economy are not capable of producing the goods and services, okay, by the households. So that means, this means that the firms in the economy are not capable of producing the goods and services which are demanded, let me write down here, demanded by the households in the present time period. Okay, so that definitely what I'm trying to tell you here is this simply means that the economy, so economy is basically it's supposed to produce goods and services. So now they are not capable of producing the goods or services which are demanded by the households in the present time period, and this happens and then there is a big shortage. Just because they are not being capable of producing the goods and services where the demand is heavier, okay, the demand is huge but the supply is not happening, so obviously there is a shortage. So let me write down here. The shortage of goods and services due to the increase in demand gives birth to inflation. So I think you have understood the demand pull inflation. So this shortage of goods, just because the demand is higher and supply is not happening, they are incapable of producing goods and services for the households demand, and this shortage of goods and services due to the increase in demand gives birth to inflation. Yes. So now imagine what happened when there was an outbreak of swine flu in India. So right now, if you can see the same situation which is happening in COVID-19 case also. Now due to the outbreak of swine flu epidemic in India, the government notified a warning also. They had given a warning that people should start wearing breathing masks to protect themselves from infection. The same thing which right now the government is talking about is the COVID-19 situation, where the government is telling everybody to come out. If you're coming out, you have to maintain social distance and you also have to wear a protection, a breathing mask. Okay, So as a result, what had happened, because of now also, if you see, the demand of mask has increased, okay, and it has risen to such a high level that the supply is limited. Okay, the producer's supply is very limited to the exceed of the demand. Okay, now due to the high demand of this mask and the limited supply of the mask, what is happening? The prices of the mask in the starting stage of COVID-19 increased. Okay, it was havoc. Like, one mask was costing you 120, 140 rupees or something. Now also it's 210. It's not very cheap. I'm talking about the ones which are very much, like 9 level or 7 level protection. Okay. So the case above this is a striking example of demand pull. So I'll give example of demand pull, inflation, increase of mask in COVID-19 in India, and shortage of supply, hiked the prices of mask. Another example I can give you also is sanitizers. Okay, so sanitizers also, one small bottle of sanitizers was costing you something like 250 or 350, double of the price or triple of the price. Okay, so now sanitizers are available. Sometimes sanitizers were not available in the market. There was a sudden shortage. So that is called as demand pull. Due to the demand, only the prices increase. So this is a striking example of inflation. Okay, so let me continue and let me keep on explaining this in a better manner so you can remember this better. So the above example of COVID-19 shortage of mask and sanitizers only explains the mechanism of demand led inflation, and that too for a particular product. So I'll write it down there, and that too for a particular product. Okay, so this is very important because you have to remember that it can be for a particular product. It's not necessary that all the products together will give a demand pull inflation. Okay, so this is what is happening also. Like, now what happens now let's talk about something about macro level all over India. So what happens at macro? So what is macro? It's like a complete, all around, all over. Okay, so what happens in macro level? That is my first question. Then what fuels inflation in the entire economy? So when I'm talking about entire economy, I'm talking about is macro. Okay, so micro is only when I'm talking about a small sector of a village or a state inside a country. But when I'm talking about the entire economy, I'm talking about the macro level. So what happens at the macro level? What fuels inflation in the entire economy? Okay, so now let us understand the concept, so that if we don't understand the concept, then we will not understand that what happens at macro level and what fuels. Because the entire economy to fuel to get the inflation, for the entire economy to get affected with inflation, there are certain factors and there are certain things we have to understand. So let us understand the basic concepts related to economy. So let me rub this. So basic concepts related to the economy. Okay, so the first one we will talk about is full employment level. Okay, so full employment. Okay, So what is it? So full employment level, okay, is an economic situation in which all the available resources of the economy are fully utilized. So there is not a single resource which is left, entire thing has been utilized, okay. And this is very important, there exists no further scope of improvement, in the economy. So let us understand what we have understood till this. So full employment level is an economic situation. It's suddenly a situation, it never happens always, in which all the available resources of the economy are fully, completely utilized, and there exists no further scope of improvement. You cannot change, you cannot do anything at that stage in the economy. Okay, so now let me continue more about full employment. The full employment level represents that economy is operating at its maximum. So this is the maximum level the economy is working. After that, there is, so in America it is the highest level, all the resources have been used, everything has been used, and it is the maximum level the economy is operating at, this maximum potential or level, okay. So you have to remember this maximum potential, and that stage is only called as full employment, okay. And here another thing also you have to remember, the level of unemployment is minimum here, because it's full employment, it is expected that everybody has got employed, okay. The prices in the economy are stable, okay, at this stage. After this stage, inflation starts, okay. Till full employment, it's okay. At this stage, what is happening, I'm trying to explain you that there is maximum potential use, so obviously level of unemployment is not there, it is minimum. The prices in the economy at this point of time is also stable, okay. Yes, resources are fully utilized, so resources are fully utilized, okay. And now another point which is very important, whatever the firms are selling, are sold. So the selling is also happening, everything whatever the firms are selling, it is getting sold, okay. There is no shortage, yes, very important point. So there is no shortage in the economy. So let us understand once more, in this full employment level represents that the economy is operating at its maximum potential and the level of unemployment is minimum here. The prices in the economy are also stable, okay. The resources are fully utilized. Whatever the firms are getting, are selling, they are sold, and there is no shortage. So that's very important. So that is a very good time. So full employment, that is why it is called as maximum. Everything is being done in the maximum level, okay. So now after this, there is a term which is called as inflationary gap. So because of full employment, there is a time when after this, as I said, if the next person wants to employ in the industry, he does not get any employment, and due to this gap, This is called as inflationary gap. So we will talk about is the next point. Because of the full employment only, there is a gap, because the next person, then the third person, second person, third person who wants to come and employ doesn't get employed, because as I said, everything is over. Okay, so let's talk about the next thing, that is called as inflationary gap. So these are the certain terms which we have to study for the economy.